Hey everyone, Sieg here. Today we're talking about an interesting new feature introduced in the latest Monster Hunter Wilds beta, the Arachnophobia Mode. This feature aims to help players who are uncomfortable with spiders and insects by turning those small monsters into slimes. But could this function extend to a larger monster? We'll explore how it works and how it might impact gameplay with the arrival of Lala Barina, our first giant spider confirmed in Monster Hunter Wilds. Let's check it out. First, let's understand how this Arachnophobia mode works. Introduced in the latest Monster Hunter Wilds beta, it's quite simple. All those small monsters that look like spiders or insects will now appear as slimes. This change makes the game more accessible for those with discomfort around these creatures, making the gameplay more enjoyable without removing the monsters entirely. This option can be enabled in the game's Accessibility tab in the main menu. However, you'll need to go back to the main menu to apply this option if you're already in the game. So instead of seeing the spiders and insects moving around the map, players will see only these bouncing blobs that I'm showing in the background for you, which might help many people enjoy the game without the shock and discomfort some of these critters bring. However, Capcom clarified that the Arachnophobia mode only affects small monsters, leaving out the large monsters. And here's where the question arises. We've confirmed a large arachnid monster, Lala Barina. For those who don't know, Lala Barina is a giant spider-like creature that promises to be a major challenge for hunters in the Scarlet Forest. But Capcom hasn't revealed if this mode will extend to her, or if she'll remain in her original form. Now let's explore this possibility. What would it be like if Arachnophobia mode applied to Lala Barina? Well, if Capcom decided to turn her into a giant slime, it would undoubtedly bring a unique look and possibly alter the combat experience, both visually and practically. One of the things many players love about Monster Hunter is the precision in targeting different body parts of monsters. When facing a creature like Lala Barina, her spider-like form makes it easier to identify legs, head, and abdomen, which are key areas for effective strikes. As a slime, though, it would be harder to know where these points are located, given the more amorphous shape. This could cause some confusion and even impact attack accuracy, as hunters might struggle to precisely target weaker spots. Another interesting consideration is the monster's movement. Spiders have a distinct movement style, including quick jumps and using their legs for climbing or wide-reaching attacks. If Lala Barina transformed into a giant slime, would it affect how she moves? Maybe the slime would be limited to slower movements and smaller jumps? Or Capcom could decide to keep the spider's movement style, creating an intriguing contrast between the jelly-like form and the more aggressive behavior of an arachnid. Ultimately, the decision is up to Capcom's plans for Lala Barina. It would be intriguing to see Arachnophobia mode applied to a large monster to make the game accessible to everyone. But at the same time, there's the question of preserving the complete combat experience, and it's possible that some mechanics could lose precision with this visual transformation. Not to mention the tension a giant spider like Lala Barina brings, which could lose its impact if she's turned into a slime. So, what do you all think of this Arachnophobia mode in Monster Hunter Wilds? Do you think it should be applied to Lala Barina too, or would you rather see her as originally designed? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know what the community thinks of this new feature. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to support the channel and stay up to date on all things Monster Hunter Wilds. That's it from me. Thanks, and see you next time.